From fashion disaster to style icon. Here's exactly how Cher transformed Tai's entire look. So when we are first introduced to Tai, she looks way different than the other girls we see lounging about at Beverly Hills High School. The style definitely leans more grunge compared to the preppy style at the school, and we have to take into account that grunge was a very prominent style at this point in the 90s. The style was very inspired by Nirvana and Kurt Cobain and skateboarding and smoking weed, and overall has a very dark and almost dirty feel to it, which is in stark contrast to the very polished, preppy style and perfect lives that we see the other characters living. So when we first see Tai, she wears this oversized plaid shirt, big baggy pants, oversized t-shirt, and she has this bright red hair with absolutely no makeup. So before we go any further, my name is Iliana and you are watching Fashion on Film, the channel where we talk all things fashion in movies and TV shows, and this is part 4 of my little Clueless series. So if you want more videos, please subscribe and check out my playlist. So when Cher first spots Tai in the gym class, she definitely takes pity on her. Not only for being new, but because she sees her as a little new adventure who is in desperate need of a makeover, which will be really fun. So they obviously have this iconic makeover at Cher's house, which I say iconic because I love this makeover scene. Like I'm quite obsessed with makeover scenes. Okay, I have an entire playlist on my channel called Makeover Movies because I love me a makeover scene, okay? So it's one of my favorite ones. We see them washing out her red hair dye, teaching her to apply some makeup, curling her hair with big soda cans, what? Showing her how to dress herself, of course. You need the hemline to be short and the little midriff to be showing. Important life lessons. And then we also see Cher encouraging her to read at least 1 book a week and exercising because, you know, a makeover is all about a body, mind approach. If you feel good, you look good. So when we see her after the makeover, she definitely still has some elements of her original grunge style. Her hair is still red, but it's like a more toned down version of that, while still being very curly and wild. But as time goes on, we definitely see her style getting more and more inspired by Cher. It's also almost like she's like transforming herself into Cher, and she wants to be the center of attention. She's liking the same boy as Cher, you know, Josh. Yeah. And she's almost replacing Cher's role in the group by now offering also Dion advice on boys, which Cher used to do. So let's take a little bit of a look of like some of the post makeover looks that we see. So this is definitely soon after the makeover. We see definitely a lot of her original style elements still coming through. It leans very 90s grunge with the mixture of patterns. We have plaid, we have the stripes, but it being in the same color family, it's not too much. We see the little suspender belts, little black choker, looks like a tiny little headband. So it's definitely still very true to Tai's original style, just like a more elevated and almost like sexy version of that. This is another one of the, I think this is immediately after they did this is also the look we see her immediately in after the makeover. And we see her in a lot of reddish, almost burgundy colors. Well, we see that a lot in the movie in general. But I do think that because of her slightly red hair, this looks very beautiful on Brittany Murphy. I love her. And we also see this use of the playing with color, like of course the mini skirt we have, but this burgundy carrying through the mini skirt into the little heart. It's just beautiful. I love the way the burgundy color and this blue color complement each other. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. But then as time goes on, you know, we start to see looks like this, where it's definitely more plaid already. It's like she's really playing almost cosplay, like she's pretending to be one of the popular girls. So we have this plaid skirt, we have the cardigan, we have the blue shirt, So she looks very similar to almost like something Cher or Dion would wear, but it still looks way more casual on her. She's definitely not going for the hair and the accessorizing and the jewelry and things like that. Like, for example, another look we see her in, which I feel is very true to her own personal style, is this look when they're like at the frat party. His little pink t-shirt and the little dungarees. Dungarees were huge in the 90s, as we all know, with the little headband. And I feel like this, with the pink, it creates a very like fun, feminine feel to it while still being, yeah, playful. And I do think it fits really well with her very upbeat, positive character in the movie. But then we have a look like this, where we can see she's channeling Cher. We no longer see any semblance of influences of her own style. And the thing is, this outfit looks a little bit off on her. On Cher, this looks very normal, and I think it comes down to the tailoring. Like, Cher's outfits are very tailored, made to fit her body, whereas this outfit we can see with the jacket that there's something off, and it's because the fact that it wasn't tailored. And it creates the impression, or to me at least, as the audience watching this, that she's pretending to be something she's not. This is not something that comes authentically to her. Even this pink color suddenly, in lieu of the more reddish burgundy colors that I feel like complement her very well in the film because of her hair and, I don't know, her complexion. I don't know, because Brittany Murphy looks, in general, she looked very good in pink in other movies. I think it comes down to the hair and the overall makeup. I also see her wearing makeup here. I mean, she does wear makeup in some of the other looks, but it comes across more intentionally, you know. She's also wearing the little white knee-high socks, standing next to Josh. It's almost like she wants to be Cher. I feel like Tai's character is also very important in the film because it gives us a look at popular teen styles at the time. So as much as preppy, minimal, almost like old money style is making a comeback, the grungy 90s style continues to have an influence on style to this day, but just in a very different way. Tai's style also offers us a great contrast to the styles worn by Cher and Dion. And it's a way for the audience to see that in this film universe, not everyone is like Cher and Dion. It helps to ground the film in reality and the zeitgeist at the time when it was filmed. So Tai's style throughout the film really mimics her own character's journey of finding herself in a new school and group of friends. She allows Cher to give her a makeover in order to fit in and be accepted by others. Even though her own style definitely leans more grunge and alternative, she adapts Cher's style to fit in. And as she gains more confidence in this environment, she wants to emulate Cher more and more and leans more into these preppy style elements. And it's only at the end where we see her reintroducing some of her more original style elements. And this kind of represents her accepting those parts of herself. She's finding space for all these different expressions of her personality. She's not the girl she was at the beginning of the film, but she is no longer trying to be someone else. She is evolving. And I feel like this is very true to the average person's style journey. It's very normal that your style completely changes every few years and it evolves with us throughout our entire life. And that is why I feel like seeing Tai in this look as her final look is a very full circle moment. We definitely see her leaning like, yeah, it's still preppy with the stripes and everything, but she's not wearing any plaid. The colors are definitely, I feel like, more her. It somehow works, the blue colors as well. I love the little braids. It's definitely not anything Cher or Dion would ever wear, braids, like this big clunky necklace. This looks like very almost like military style pants or whatever she's wearing. The big belt buckle. And I love seeing all these, like a little bit of the harder elements being reintroduced. And I would have loved to see what happened to Tai's character and style after the conclusion of this film. With that, this concludes my last video in my little Clueless series. So I will urge you to watch any other videos that you might have missed. Be sure to like the video if you liked it and subscribe for more content, because I see that 98% of the people who watch my video aren't subscribed, and as a small channel it would be really nice if you can help a girl out. So yeah, my next video next week will be on Lauren Conrad's iconic style in the Hills, because I'm obsessed with that show at the moment. So I will see you guys there. Bye.